We are coming to you live from the Varsity Tips Center. We got a whole new host of hosts today. I'm pretty sure we're live. We're live, aren't we?
Are we live?
We got new hosts. New hosts for the Accounting High. This is from the Varsity Tips Center because this is with our none other than our PE coach, Coach Mac. What's up, Riverdale?
What's going on? I got Riverdale, Stranger Things vibes going on today.
Dope, dope, dope.
All high school, all day.
Thanks for joining us. We also have a member of the varsity party with us here, Kenji Kuramoto of Acuity.
What's happening?
And I didn't announce you. I said Coach Mac, Coach Nix. This is Nicole McKenzie. And the mastermind behind it all, Byron Patrick.
What's happening?
How's everybody doing today? Everybody excited?
Oh yeah,
man.
We got a
been
big-
planning for this.
We've been planning for this forever. We got a big agenda today. I'm not going to play clips today, but I am going to play our new intro to the show. Just a small video clip.
Accounting High.
And now we can get started from our live results. So this is the ABC tournament. Today on our programming, on our agenda, we're going to go over, we have a lot of prizes to give too. So Kenji's our Vanna White today. Nix is going to be manning the chat, and Byron's going to actually be pulling the drawings from our raffle tickets. So we've issued over 43,000 raffle tickets, and we're going to draw some prizes today. Lots of door prizes. This is going to be fun. We got a lot to fit in. We got our round one final scoreboard results. If you've been checking out on socials, we've been posting scores throughout. We did our halftime scores. We did a little bit of scores as time was left in the second half to close matchups. We got some really interesting final results here. Final one results for round one. We're going to preview the round two matchups and show the results of the round two matchups. And then we're going to look at our Sweet 16 matchups and all fun commentary in between. You guys excited?
Hell yeah.
Let's do it.
I'm looking
see
forward.
these results.
I'm looking forward to see the
results.
results of Drink While You Think and Cloud Accounting podcast. Since
I'm already nervous. I'm already
Yeah.
really nervous.
all right, well,
I'm curious who in the chat is working today. We are mid-tax season after all.
well,
Sandy
That's,
Johns.
That's gonna make me sad.
I'm working today. This is work. This is work right here. We're all on the job. So, do we want to give away a couple prizes first to get started? So everybody that's on the chat or watching live or even watching the rerun, you can go log into the abc.accountinghigh.com, the place where you voted, and on the top right, you will see how many tickets you have. Click that, and you'll see all of your raffle tickets. Maybe we could, maybe we can show what that looks like. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'll show mine.
Which, of course, you are not eligible.
I'm not eligible, so any of these tickets get pulled, we're going to automatically have to pull another one. I have a lot of tickets. Wow. Everybody should have a lot of tickets. You should have rows and rows. Like if we took the whole reel of red raffle tickets, just peel that whole reel off and give it to everybody because you got a lot of tickets already. Most people should have more tickets than me too. So that's your tickets. That's where you're going to pull your numbers from. We will reach out to you if you didn't know that you won. You will know that you won some prizes. So we're going to go ahead and have GPT pull our prizes. So Byron has got ChatGPT open, and he's going to command it to pull out a randomized raffle ticket.
Absolutely. Let me. I will share my screen so everybody can see live.
This is
the actual drawing.
This is how we're going to pull the Hawaii prize too, but that's on our final championship weekend show. Today is just door prizes. Great prizes though. I'm excited about these. Ken, do you want to talk about what we're going to give away first?
2 prizes to give away. I don't know if we want to do 2 separate drawings here. Just the 2.
Oh, no,
Either
yeah.
way, let me tell you. Yeah, while Byron queues up ChatGPT, and by the way, this is a good point to say, hey, accountants, look, we're using AI for something very friendly. Like, right, this is not scary. It's not going to take our job. What a wonderful thing. It's going to tame this technology with Byron's help. But here's what we got. First set of prizes. And I hope I'm not excluded from any of these because I want to be able to win prizes too, unlike Scott. Okay, first.
You can win prizes, for sure.
Seth says beer, please.
You know that's pretty much all I want. That said, there's some pretty good ones. Check these 2 out right out of the gates. Kate keeping side hustle. Guess what? Kate is ready to rock out and give us one of her T account. Yes, if you know
We got
the
a mouse
bookkeeping
pad.
side hustle crew.
Dude,
It's a
don't
great cheat
disrespect
sheet,
the
right?
mouse pad.
Right there on your mouse pad. I mean, debits and credits. How does assets and liabilities
Honestly,
work?
I
mean,
need one
I
of
can't
those.
remember that
I
stuff.
kind of want
Seriously.
I did too. I
Dude.
do trial and error every time, like book a journal entry.
I
and
always
look at
get
the
'em
balance
flipped.
sheets.
That's
Well,
cool.
with this going to win this bad boy, they're not going to forget. They're going to have it right up in there. So, yeah, that's our first one. Our second one, I'll tell you, and then we'll go to the prize drawing, is the one and only Kelly Parks. Guess what? Kelly Parks has got some watering hole workflows. You know, a wise man once told me that tasks rule everything around me. And yes, they do. But sometimes you
Simple
need a
tasks.
template to keep all these simple tasks that get complex. Kelly Parks has got these amazing workflow templates that everything, how to fire a client, how to tell them how to fire it, all the steps and process. It's just awesome. So Kelly's got some free.
That's
These normally cost you a lot of money, even in Canadian dollars, but still, these are free for you. One free template from Kelly Parks. So
Wow, that's awesome. That is awesome.
templates
Beautiful. Well,
and mouse pads, get it.
I like it. I like it. All right. So, to date, we have issued 49,982 raffle tickets, which is just insane. That's insane. So I have a prompt in here for chat Chaz GPT.
Chaz.
Chaz.
I like that. Chaz.
Charlie
Oh,
GPT.
Hey,
So
Cali
today
Four.
you will be picking prize numbers for the Accountant's Bracket Challenge. When I ask for a new number, please select a number between 100,000, because that's where we started with our numbers, and 149,982. Once a number is selected, do not pick that number again, and make sure the number selection is completely random. So that's where we're going to start. We ready for the first pick?
Let's do it.
All right. Oh, I can help. Here's the
So
first
helpful.
number.
Love it.
First number for a mouse pad: 126 543.
This
One,
sounds
two,
like
six.
Rolotto numbers. This definitely sounds like a lottery.
543.
I'm checking mine. 1, 2, 6.
Awesome.
Who's gonna win the billions?
126543
Alright.
is the winner of that. Okay. Well, we get. I guess we're gonna have to go back later just to clarify and find out whose ticket that is. We won't be able to announce it
Yeah,
live.
I'll
here.
be
I would
able to
love
look
to
this
see
up.
somebody in this live chat claim a ticket. That would be dope.
That would.
It's like screaming bingo out loud
Yeah.
here. Just blow it up in the chat.
Thanks. It is time for the second number, please.
And I know the bookkeeping
Will
side hustle
Lopez
folks
is
are here.
Let's go.
Oh, second
Oh,
random
he's got to be
number.
pumped about that shirt.
One,
Yeah, I'm
3,
repping.
4, 5, 6, 7.
That sounds suspiciously like in order.
3,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's
That's how you know.
wild. That's,
Okay, and that was for a Kelly Parks
That was Kelly Parks. Yep.
amazing workflow template.
Template of
Can you
choice.
Get it now. And she was
Can you
just
say the
here in
number
for a
again?
second. It's about 1367.
So Byron, I
Does
need
not
you
seem
to
random.
close. I know it doesn't seem random. Byron, I need you to close your
Stop
screen.
share. Yep.
And I will share the results of round 1. Now, this is going to be our application side of the bracket. And just to note, just like on
We got scores. Here we go.
yeah, just like on any other accountant document, red is bad, black is good. And if you're in red, that means you lost the first round. So sorry, cue up the
Wow,
no,
look
no.
We got Lozanis in the house.
Hey.
Dude, how about that tally for
Goodbye.
once race there? That's super tight.
So Pluto almost pulled it out at the end. So Pluto versus Expensify, that's our 16 seed beating a 1 seed, which we all kind of expected, but I still wanted to see a good matchup. And it was pretty good up until the end, and then Expensify still just pulled it out. Bill versus Divvy, same company going up against each other. Again, it was a tight match. Bill pulled it out. Congratulations, William.
Wow.
The Gusto Dext was a blowout. Rippling Relay. Thought it was going to be closer than it actually was. You guys have any comments for the money bracket? Any surprises there?
My only question was, again, Divvy's owned by Bill. So, you
Yeah.
know, I'm just trying to... They've had to play... It's like, I wonder if that's like their... Like that's their varsity and junior varsity teams had to play against each other. Is that what happened? Is that the matchup?
I thought it was a brilliant matchup, and honestly, this really was
liked it.
how
It was
it played
intriguing.
out. This was really just based on nominations and the ranking, and like all the matchups. None of it was. A lot of it was it's just very interesting. I guess that's the best word. Like it played out kind of perfectly, where Rippling and Relay going up against each other. Gusto Dext, that was an easy round 1 matchup for Gusto, I think. I mean, I don't know. Dext didn't. I mean, they got the least number of votes in this whole applications panel. So let's move on over to the bridge side. Live Flow got handled by Slack. Oof. 11 seed Slack came out strong. Another
Despite Nicole's hate for Slack.
and love for Live Flow.
I was really setting Life Flow up there. I feel
It
like
was-
this was tough. This was a tough matchup though, because I think when people were nominating, most people weren't thinking about Slack. And then as soon as you put Slack up next to Live Flow, I think more people use Slack on a regular basis.
Yep.
So
And it's more
don't know.
universally used than specific apps. So if it's like if LiveFlow went up against GACon, that would have been a pretty decent head-to-head matchup because they do the same thing, right?
yes.
One's with Xero, one's with QuickBooks, but
Well,
yeah,
isn't GACon with both?
I guess it's with both. Yeah.
Yeah.
GACon got a lot of love. They won their first round matchup against Reach, but Reach did put up a strong fight up until the end. It was like close to like less than 30 votes. Reach almost pulled out the upset. Tally 4 and once, almost the same functionality as far as like what their product offering is. They're both bridge apps. Again, very, very, very close matchup. Both came out strong. Both came out really strong in the voting, as well as, I mean, once didn't get as many nods for nominations. That's why I didn't get as high of a seed. But 266 is a strong show. They got the most for a loss next to Pluto. Most for a loss in the first round. 266 votes. So it's still a lot of votes. AppStream Zapier, another one similar to LiveFlow. Zapier is more universally recognized, but I'd love to see how many accountants voted Zapier in this matchup, because Zapier is still pretty advanced for an accountant to be using it. A little bit more advanced than Slack, I would think.
But doesn't
I would-
AppStream not exist without
Yeah.
Zapier?
It doesn't exist without
Couldn't
Zapier,
have done it
right?
without
Yeah.
Zapier.
Couldn't
Couldn't
have done it
I
without
was thinking the same
Zapier.
thing. I would have thought, Scott, your rap would have helped push things over a little further for AppStream, right? With
It
a
might have
simple
pushed
task.
things for
However,
Zapier too. Zapier, that was the
It
best
could
line
have,
in the
because
rap,
there was
yeah.
a great line drop in there with Zapier. So, interesting.
I think that is the reason
Tough for the
AppStream is
growth
in the
navigators.
bracket in general, was because of the rap. But yeah.
Okay, now we're going a little too far.
Too far. Let's just keep going
I'm
further
kidding.
down the bracket
kidding.
here.
Keep it moving.
More
Keep it
round
moving.
one final scores. All right. So now this is our education bracket. This is the media region. So we got our podcast and our influential side. Again, very good matchups here. Some of them more blown out than others. I don't even know if I want to talk about this 1 seed versus 16 seed.
Let's get it
here.
out of the way. Listen,
Out of
we
the
wanted
way.
to be my dream. We wanted to be the Fairleigh Dickinson. We wanted to knock off. We wanted to be the 16 team, just like they were knocking off Purdue. No way. Cloud County podcast. That's the juggernaut of the entire tournament. Are you kidding me? Like, what kind of
is.
draw did we get there on that? So all I can do is this. Guess what? Being on. Hey, cracking one open
You're
for
gonna
drink,
drink
while you think.
while we think. At least, well, see, I thought you were
We're
going to
gonna
come
still
out
live
wearing
on.
your Cloud Accounting Podcast shirt too, because you usually wear that one. I
That's
thought you
too
were going to
much.
wear that.
That would have hurt me. That would have been too much.
It hurt Matthew too. Yeah.
That hurt
tough-
Matthew.
tough
That's-
loss.
yeah.
If you gave me a drink while you think shirt, I would wear it. So just
But-
saying.
Drink while you
Drink
think.
while
Make
you
this
think
Yeah.
was not the lowest vote gatherer for this bracket.
I don't even know if I want to talk about the 5-12 matchup. Like this just doesn't seem right. Like it just seems now. I regret having us in the bracket because we stomped Oh My Fraud, and I voted for Oh My Fraud. My vote went for Oh My Fraud. I did. I love their show. I thought it was interesting that the two irreverent shows did go up against each other, but Oh My Fraud fans did not show out. I know they get more listeners than we do, but they did not show up. But Greg did promote the brackets. Like I saw a couple of tweets and LinkedIn. So shout out to Greg Kite. He might end up becoming one of the math teachers here at Accounting High. So maybe he can share in the win eventually. But they did not even break 100 votes. So hopefully they show up again next year. Let's talk about the unique A-Town. So very close matchup. I think this was one of the closest.
Yeah.
This wasn't the closest matchup. We're still going to get to that one. Unique CPA came out super strong in nominations, and getting 221 votes is great. Automation Town, great show, great showing for the first round with Chad and Stats, but they didn't make it past the first round. Any other comments on the podcast? We got Ambitious Bookkeeper won over the Fast Evolution. So there goes Dan's first two rounds. He's out in the first round on both of the things Growth Lab was in. Poor Growth Lab. I love them, but they did not advance.
Maybe it's
So.
because it's Dan's picture on the front.
Yeah, it's a cartoon. It is a cartoon.
Man,
and I love the
Well,
cartoon.
Some
know-
of them I didn't know what it was, so I just chose by. Oh, I like that picture.
Well, that
I think
tells you
Heather
good
ma- Heather
branding.
made a-
That
yeah, Heather
that's
made
how a lot of people pick their NCAA brackets too. It's like, oh, I like the mascot of that team, or I like the picture. That happens all the time.
Right.
Yeah, branding is
So
important.
you got to go. Yeah, you got to go all in on your branding. Let's talk about this influential bracket because some people were upset about the Stats Baker matchup, but Stats wholeheartedly handled Baker in this first round. Like out the gate, more votes, and never did it become close. R.I.P. Ron.
Never.
Never did it come close. Roman Heather matchup was tied when I posted the halftime results. She pulled away. She finally got it, and she still didn't quite understand this whole bracket challenge. Every post that she's made about it, I love this, but I don't know if I understand it. And she still won. She advanced on the first round.
Yep.
Jody came out really promoting it, and Logan just quietly took over like he does, like just kind of sitting
That's stealth mode.
stealth mode. Logan won the first round matchup. Heather Smith won the first round matchup. Bookkeeping side hustle put up a storm during the week. Oh, we need
Look
to
at that.
extend voting. Well, guess what? We did extend voting through Saturday because Monday we didn't have voting open, and she took the lead on Saturday by
Rallied.
when I looked at it on Saturday, mid-Saturday morning,
What a
she
comeback.
rallied. Appy Hour was winning the whole way through up until Saturday. and
Yep.
she just slowly kept accumulating, kept it close. She was getting creamed halftime. Kept going, kept going. She was up by
That
3.
halftime adjustment.
That halftime, I know. She came
It's
back,
critical.
rallied her team, gave a motivational speech. R.I.P. Happy Hour. I love the
that
happy
locker
hour,
room
but
speech must have been big. Yeah, that was a huge.
she's a 2 seed, so she should have won the matchup. I mean, that was like, she came in very strong with nominations, and I was wondering where her fans were. They did come out and they showed up, and they showed up strong.
Power of promotion.
Yeah. She said her email went out on Saturday, so obviously that helped. Any other comments on the results for this?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the matchups from here.
Yeah. So what's the next? Is that Heather versus?
We'll
Stats?
get there.
The
We'll
top
get
two?
there.
Okay,
Yeah, we'll
okay.
get there. We're just going scores. Got a lot to go over. So, applications in the accounting region. We got the practice brackets. Ignition was afraid of winning this. They actually were quiet because they're sponsoring. They were quiet. They didn't want it to seem rigged. They know they can't win the trip to Hawaii. This is for the students. This is for the people voting. They can't win that to Hawaii. And winning this is really, right now, just bragging rights. I don't know what the winner of this is going to get. We'll figure something out. They did still handle Rewind. Kenji made a comment. He liked how Ignition went up against Rewind because it's like Ignition remix, kind of. Like it kind of looks like it.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why are these numbers higher than the other bracket?
That because more people vote. So not everybody voted for everything, and that's why we encourage everybody to go back in and vote for all the matchups. So not everybody voted for the influential ones. Not everybody voted for every matchup. I think the money bracket got the most votes overall. This one also attracted a lot of people. Came in, just voted for the matchup, and then didn't go in and vote for the other brackets. So.
But I like your on the fly auditing skills there, Nicole. Alan, look at that. She's already
Yeah,
seeing.
Very observant.
Man,
very observant.
digging deep into those skills.
So, I mean, Carbon again, like they were very presumptuous. They basically claimed victory after I posted the halftime scores. They said Stu made a post, Carbon made a post. They said we handled them for round 1. Looks like we're comfortably advancing, and it was true. They did advance. Tax Dome, peace out. Licio Toa. So Toa came out strong with nominations. They got a 9 seed. But Licio, man, 383 to 130. That's the biggest deficit in this whole matchup. Licio, strong
Lot of
showing
love
there.
for Licio. And fun fact.
It's a little tough. It's a little bit of a tough, right? I mean, the rest of these are all legit
Matchups. yeah.
applications. Well,
Well,
applications
Practice
in
Protect.
software.
Practice Protect could have went up
That's
against
true.
Toa,
That's true. That's true.
and they would have won the first round had they gone up against Toa, maybe. Financial
Yes.
Sense.
Anyway,
Well, no,
Byron, you had something. You had something.
Well, I was going to say Licio is winning all around because the winner of the mouse pad is Allison Ball.
Oh, wow. Dope. Oh, wow. Licio is winning all around.
Nice.
And we'll
Yep.
get to see the results for the Grove, too. We didn't get there yet.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Big smiles for Allison. So Financial Sense against Practice Protect. Practice Protect showed up. They came very close, 291 to 229, but Financial Sense advanced. The books region. So Keeper against Sassant. Sassant got stomped. Keeper
Keeper
came out
strong.
strong. Yeah.
People
Ben and
love
Kenny,
Keeper.
bringing it.
Yeah.
Love them. Yeah.
Yep.
I love it. QuickBooks, FreshBooks. Love this matchup. Don't love the score. Peace out, FreshBooks. They at least got over 100, so that was good. But lots of love for QuickBooks. The Intuit crowd showed up. Right Tool Uncat, again, another matchup that was super close up until the end. And then Uncat had another promotion of it yesterday. This shows if you promote your platform, you're going to get more votes. Like Uncat did a tweet about it yesterday, and they pulled away. This was within 9 at some
Yep.
point yesterday. It was like
tight.
9, and now it's like 60 difference. So they got about 60 votes yesterday, deficit 60 votes, because both of them got some votes yesterday too. So peace out, Right Tool. Sorry to see you go. But man,
That's
the
a pretty
zero,
good showing.
it is a
Showing,
great
though,
showing,
for
yeah,
a brand new app, right?
for sure, yeah.
It's a good 7-10 matchup. You want some
I
parity in
think
that 7-10. I
FreshBooks
like it.
and Right Tool will get some more numbers next year.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
I have
see
a
that
feeling.
grow next year. We'll remember this. They'll remember this too. You leave the tournament feeling energized for next year. Usually, right? Like let's see them show up next year. So 0 Excel. This one
This is
surprised me.
interesting.
This one,
hurts.
along the
It's our
lines
big
of,
upset, right? Is this our biggest upset? A 15-2?
I think so. Yeah,
15-2 upset.
definitely. Well, no, 16-1. We already had Pluto. First round lost to Expensify.
That's right. That's right.
So, but still, 15-2 is a big
That's right.
upset.
61.
Will Lopez says 0 is hitting the tequila bottle at this moment.
They might be, yeah, for sure. Let's get Ben in here.
Oh man, Excel. I mean, who wants to go up against the OG though? I mean, seriously,
I
Will's
mean,
talked about that too.
The
I
gorilla in the
mean,
That's
room.
not fair.
Yeah,
Gorilla in
this
the
is-
room.
Gorilla in the room. Excel.
isn't it the most widely used software of all time, or something like that? I mean, it's just something silly like that when you think about it. It's just,
Didn't Matthew just do some videos about why 0 is better than Excel?
I know we gave a little push there, a little nudge toward why 0 versus Excel, but it wasn't enough. Once again, Acuity falls short. Didn't promote it enough.
It might be more appropriate to have them go up against Google Sheets next year if Google Sheets got any nominations. They
There were
didn't
no
get any nominations. Yeah.
I didn't get a
Gotta
nomination.
nominate.
Excel only got 3 nominations though. 0 got a bunch. But that's the same thing with Slack and
Tough matchup.
Zapier.
Tough matchup. Yeah.
Tough matchup. Yeah. Hindsight's like all these other apps, like general apps, are getting votes. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say a lot of people probably don't use 0, and so the people that are QuickBooks only or FreshBooks only use Excel. Like everybody uses Excel, so I feel like this is sort of an unfair matchup.
Bye Blue. None of the Blue apps advanced except, I guess, if you consider Liscio.
God,
Like
so sad.
none of the Blues advanced. I got blue tears coming down my face right now. I'm sad. Bye Blue. Let's see what we got in the education learning region here. Another set of very, very close. This was another 16, almost upsetting a 1 seed.
So close.
So close. They came within maybe about 10 votes at one point during the voting. CPA Academy lost to Earmark in the first round, but they put up a good fight. Sad to see you go, CPA Academy. Rock the books and taking your firm virtual. So, taking your firm virtual, took it. Bye, Sherelle. Sorry to see you go. But she did put up a good fight. It was close.
Yes, she did.
This is the one matchup that came down to midnight on Saturday. This was within three or four almost the whole day yesterday. And Bookkeeper launch just kept getting closer and closer and closer. And the Grove pulled it out. So Allison with the triple the turkey on here today. Allison with the turkey, or with the what do they call it? Hat trick. Yeah, the triple hat trick. So give a round of applause to Allison. She won everything today. Tanya's bookkeeping boot camp took out a AICPA. Can't say I'm not surprised on that one.
Yeah, where people.
Or I am not surprised on that one.
Not surprised. Yeah, I was going to say they were. Yeah, that's a good draw there too. I think AICPA has been taking some hits lately, so I think there's no negative points
Also,
you
who
can.
voted for AICPA?
It was actually the AICPA
Actually-
town hall, which
Town hall,
is,
but still.
it's a high quality production.
I will say that. I'll say that too. But that looks like it's for the whole AICPA, but this is actually for the town hall. Town halls, I will rep those. Those are actually good. Those
So the
those
town
came out
hall-
during COVID. Those
I
are
just
still
didn't
going.
have
They're-
enough
they're
space.
good.
I probably could have done double lines for these, but I just tried to keep it like one line. That's why I did AICPA. You can see Future Firm against Bookkeeping Buds. I did the B squared and the F squared because they both were FFBB. So
Bookkeeping buds. That sounds
Of course
like
you did. Of course you did.
something Scott would like.
Ooh,
But
touche.
good.
Touche.
But
So, bookkeeping buds, sad to see you go again, but it was good to see you show up, and
Yeah,
your
good
people showed up.
representation.
Very good representation also in the nomination phase. Roundtable Labs and Workflow Watering Hole. Close matchup, but throughout halftime and after, Richard kept the lead, kept it strong. Strong showing from Workflow Watering Hole. How about this? Salon and Dark Horse. That one was not as close as I thought it would be.
Yeah, I was honestly surprised at that margin.
Yeah.
Didn't anticipate it.
Yeah, I thought Dark Horse would have had a stronger showing, but peace out, Dark Horse. Realized Hacks Twitter also very surprised, and I feel like that pulled a lot of votes in one direction or another, and we'll see how that plays out for the round 2 matchup as well. But I feel like
That speaks volumes, I think, for Jay Stats there.
for Realize, yeah,
Russian tax Twitter like that.
yeah, it was a
Yeah.
crush. It was a crush. So that's
not
our
many
round
people
2.
could have gone up against Tax. I think except
Yeah.
for Stat. That's
He's
I
one
think
of the only
it's
ones
a
that could have beat them
perfect
first round.
matchup for him to have there. Yeah.
All right, so let's do another round of
We're gonna do some more prizes.
Oh.
more prizes, more
Yeah.
prizes, more
Ooh.
prizes.
Uh,
So Kenji, what are we
Vanna?
giving away now?
Okay.
Vanna?
Cue up ChatGPT. Even though we were sad to see them go, they're still here with us giving away prizes. Yep, the team at FreshBooks. We love you. Twyla and Alex, they've got some to give away. They've got a FreshBooks water bottle. Stay hydrated. Look at that. Nicole's actually got rocking some big time FreshBooks advocate. They've also got a fresh book to give away. Does anyone
Fresh
have a-
book, yeah. So we're gonna give
what-
away a
what
series
exactly
of
is that?
books. So they're gonna give away.
books,
They're
okay.
actually doing. They're doing
Series.
10 giveaways, but we're gonna do one on each show, 2 on each show. So we'll do Atlas of the Heart today and Atomic Habits. There you go. Those are the 2. I was thinking we
Got
just
my-
go through the books that they've given us.
I've got
over
some of
time,
my
too.
fresh books sitting right over there in the corner, right back there. Max got it. Nice.
So Kenji,
Have
just
not
note
read it.
So they're,
the
they're-
first
so
one.
they're hydrating us and educating us. Thank you,
Ooh,
FreshBooks. Thank
hydration
you,
and
FreshBooks.
education. I love this.
Like
Yeah,
that?
this is the
Okay, and our
alliteration that we
second
like.
our
It's not
second
alliteration,
giveaway. That's right. Our second giveaway is from Once Accounting. Accounting Crew. It's the platform for CPA firms. Integrate and unify your client's data on one single accounting management platform for massive efficiency gains. That's Once. Check out Once, and they are giving.
That's great.
They're giving out very generous. They are. Let's see. What does our prize package say? If I can get to that.
So we don't
spreadsheet
have
here.
an official.
They're giving
prize.
us
Yeah.
correct, but they're giving away lunch during busy season. Like they got lunch is on the at once from busy season. So draw that. I mean, they're not going to feed like let's say someone's on here from KPMG or or PwC. They're not going to feed all the firm. I mean, if you're
They're going to
a
limit it to
reasonable
one
amount
office.
of people.
Yeah. So if you have multiple offices, they're going to limit it to one. They're basically capping it at a couple $100, but it'll depend on who wins.
Super cool.
We'll figure that out. Yeah.
That's
Nice.
Still very
awesome.
generous though. Still a great prize. So what do
Those
we
are
got?
two
We got some
prizes.
numbers? Did we draw some? Three because we got 2 books that we're giving away. So
So,
books,
so
okay.
there's two,
Two
fresh
FreshBooks,
books
yeah.
prizes. Okay. Provide another number. Let's
FreshBooks
see.
has another prize.
So this was for the Atlas of the Heart, I believe. Is
Yep.
that what you said? 117891
Atlas of the Heart and a water bottle for
and a water bottle.
1178.91. Repeat 1178.91.
Awesome.
And this one is Atomic Habits and water bottle. You know,
Another-
yeah, you said please. That I understand that you got to be polite.
I do lots of please and thank yous, even for bots. It's,
We never know when it will become sentient and it could turn against us. So be nice to it. Be nice.
this is fair.
He's
This is
trained his
fair.
bot well.
14
Treat your bots well.
14 32 56.
Treat your bots well.
Treat your bot.
Like your body.
One, four, three, two, five, six. So this is Atomic Habits. Is that
Again,
correct?
that's another number that's very suspect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is all represented in that number, just in a slightly different order.
Wow.
What's the number? I think I wrote it wrong.
Oh boy.
1, 4, 3, 2, 5, 6.
1, 4, 3, 2, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, I have that.
That's really cool. I like that number actually.
I do too.
All right, so
It's my
now,
next lotto number.
Who wants that lunch? Let's get that busy season
favorite
lunch.
number.
Yeah, this is a
actually.
big one.
Give us another number to win lunch from Once Accounting. Oh boy, it's thinking hard.
You
on
may have
this.
thrown them
Yeah.
off. You threw once again.
Oh,
Oh, that worked. Whoa, talk.
oh,
This
look at
just
that.
doesn't
Freak out
look
about this
random.
number.
I don't get this. All right, so this
It
is
has to
12,
be random.
12,
It's
12. I
completely
know it has to be
random.
random, but I kind of love what they're doing here. They're toying with us.
Complete meltdown. on-
This guy is toying with us here. He's got the power. So
How do you know it's a guy?
Charles,
It could be a girl.
How do you
Chaz,
know it's a
because
he?
Chaz. I guess Charlie could be a girl though. Like, yeah.
Chaz.
So Charlie could be definitely
Chaz
a girl.
GPT.
12, 12, 12, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now let's get for the
1, 2.
round
That-
2
that's a
matchups.
DC zip code.
All right,
Yeah.
Byron, I'm gonna share
Awesome. All
mine.
right, I'm stopping the share.
Stop the share, and I start the share of our round 2 matchups. The money
Oh, boy.
bracket.
This is where it gets really dicey.
I know. So next year, just for everybody watching and listening, I realize that we probably, in hindsight, we probably shouldn't have combined round 1 and round 2.
I love it this way.
I kind of loved it too because that's what the original plan. But next year we're gonna split it out, and then we'll have a whole nother week of round 2 voting. But this is what the matchups were. We're gonna reveal the matchups, talk about them real quick, and then we'll do some more prizes, and we'll talk about the results since we already have the results. Expensifybill.com, a 16 and an 8 seed, and then we also have a 5 seed and a 13 seed, Gusto and Relay. Any predictions from our peanuts? Peanut predictions here.
Man, this is tough.
I think I don't know. They're a 16 seed. I don't know. I get a feeling Expensify could. That's that's a super interesting matchup. Expensify versus Bill.com. I mean, they're kind of
It is.
natural matchups in the ecosystem. Right?
Yeah.
So this will be an interesting one to see where people fall out on.
I
on
could see
things. So
Bill
I don't
pulling
know.
this out.
I could too. I mean, they probably get.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like look out for those 16 seeds. This could be our. This could be a little Cinderella story here.
No doubt.
All right. Well, let's keep it moving. Gusto and Relay is a very good matchup as well. I must say, like
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't be able to call it
Yeah.
if I didn't already know.
That's tough, but you also have to think about if I had to lose one today in my practice, like what would that look like?
Oh,
Which
one
would you
app.
lose?
Ooh, if
You
you
know what I mean? Like I
Ooh.
think
That's a
good
some
way to
people
look
think
at
like Relay is awesome, but like I think losing Gusto would be more impactful if you built your
Payroll's
business
pretty,
on.
pretty hard.
Yeah.
yeah.
But also,
Well-
also, I think Relay got a little bit of this kind of good SVB bump, right? I mean, there's good timing for
They
them.
will. Yeah.
They jumped in and kind of helped a lot of folks out, saved the day. So they're riding high on some of that right now. Good momentum that may have hurt Rippling a little bit going up against them. Rippling was kind of a little bit unfairly caught up in all the SVB stuff. So interesting what the news cycle might bring to help some of these teams.
That's fair. That's
Yeah, I mean,
Current
people love
events.
Relay. I love Relay too. That's a tough one.
You know, one thing that Joel noted was not a lot of payroll representation on these brackets. Like, there's a lot of payroll platforms out there that did not get nominated. ADP got like 1 or 2. They didn't make it into the bracket.
that
you know.
might be a good, interesting thing to do next year instead of doing by nominations, do it by category, and then we can see how much people hate paychecks.
So that maybe we'll do a bonus bracket next time too for payroll. That's what we did with the tax bracket, but we're not even going to talk about tax bracket today since we got a full
lame.
programming list. Yeah, we got a full slate ahead of us. So these matchups: bridge bracket, business region, Slack versus Tally 4, round 2. It's 11 and a 3 seed.
Oh, that's tough.
and a GA Con and a Zapier. That's a 2 and a 10 seed.
I kind of think that the more widely used apps are going to roll here. That's
They are the higher seeds, but I'm with you on this, Byron. I
Yeah,
hate to
like, is
say
this
that.
even fair to have these? Because these aren't accounting specific
Well,
applications.
in hindsight, these are bridge apps, though. So the
isn't
reason they're
fair.
all in the bridge apps because they're bridging things together. GACon is bridging together platforms.
Okay.
Slack is, it can act as a bridge, their communication platform. Tally4 is a bridge, and Zapier for sure is the Band-Aid. That's like the duct tape. So I think we did it right with the categories categorically, but now hindsight is saying these lower seeds are probably the favorite in this case. Podcast bracket media region. Cloud accounting #1 overall in the tournament against the ambitious bookkeeper. She's ambitious, but I don't know if she's going to be able to take this one. It was great to see the 9 seed advance, though. That was a good fight. But accounting high versus unique CPA. So Randy has already told me he's calling his lawyers if they don't win. He's got lawyers on staff. I'm afraid. I'm scared.
You're going against a giant there.
I'm going against the giant. He is a giant.
it's a 5-4. It's a good matchup.
It's a 5-4
That's
matchup.
a great one. Yeah, that's a good matchup there. And I agree with Randy. I mean, someone needs to kind of put eyes on this to make sure that Scott. You're
I'm
not
happy to get some
influencing
Big
the-
Four auditors in here. Yeah.
Deloitte will audit all results.
Nicole called that. She
That's
said
right.
we're going to have to get some auditors when this tournament gets big. She said that in one of our Varsity Tips episodes. I don't know. Like I actually in my bracket it was Automation Town versus Oh My Fraud, so my votes didn't even count. Like that's the other thing about doing these combines is some people's votes didn't even count for the second round, right?
Right.
Like if you voted for somebody that didn't make it, your vote technically didn't count for the second round, and I don't know how I feel about that, but that's how the cookie crumbles on this year. Next year we'll fix it, but that's all I'm going to say there. I love the matchups. I think they're all very stout matchups. I think ambitious bookkeeper Serena can hold her own. So we'll see how that goes. Any other comments? Who do you guys think should win?
Listen, they bounced
You're
us.
all
I mean,
biased.
they stepped. I mean, again, Cloud Accounting Podcast came in and just stepped on our throats. So yeah, I got to go for them. At least it helps me save face on what you think if they go the way. But yeah, that's sad. I think Cloud Accounting, look out. They're head of steam.
Nicole, do you notice the similarities between your shirt and the Accounting High logo?
Yes.
Very similar, right?
High school.
Yeah.
I was thinking next year we should do, people have to submit promotional videos, campaigns,
It's kind of what they
'Cause some of
did.
the, some of the people, like in high school, people be like, I'm going to put
Oh,
soda,
yeah.
drinking fountain, type of stuff like that.
Yeah, let's do that.
2 proms.
All right. Let's go to the influential bracket in the media region. Again, some very interesting matchups here.
Oh wow, yeah.
Heather Smith versus Jason Stats. So Heather posted her bracket. This happened with 2 different people yesterday or toward the end of the week. They thought, it was yesterday. They thought that their brackets or their picks were the final results because they forgot who they picked, and they went in to see if they could see the results. And they thought they saw the advanced results, so they posted it. And so Heather thought she beat Jason Stats because she posted her bracket, but that's just because she picked herself to win. So I explained it to her. She gets it now. We're announcing the results. She is going up against Stats, so that side of her bracket was right. Her vote did count, but we'll see how that plays out. Do you guys have a prediction for this? Heather's as an OG. She's been around a while in our
And
cloud
she's
space.
worldwide too. She's
Yeah.
global.
Yeah.
Like so,
She
I
is
think
global.
yeah, it'll be tougher
That's
than
fair.
people
I
think.
just say the way Stats handled Baker, I don't know. I think it's kind of like the cloud momentum. Stats got some momentum.
Yeah, strong Stats, and then Tax Telegraph versus the Bookkeeping Side Hustle.
Dude,
Remember, Bookkeeping Side Hustle just barely made it into the second round. So
That rally at the end. Oh,
Tax Telegraph was leading the whole way. You know, who do you guys think is going to win this matchup?
Okay, all right. If you come out, you're the 2 seed. You got a little bit punched in the face, but you stood up here in the first round. You got through it. You want to make sure you're still, So I don't know. That may have been their stumble. They got through. They could look out. I mean, they could go through too. It's gonna be a good one, but I'm gonna lean a
Be a
little
good
toward
matchup.
Bookkeeping Side Hustle.
Going to be a good matchup. We'll see soon enough. The practice bracket accounting region. These are great matchups. I love how this played out. Ignition versus Liscio, because Liscio's can do proposals. I don't know if they already can, but I know they're going to be able to. So they're pretty much going to be competition for Ignition. And they're competing against them in the second round. Carbon and Financial Sense are probably the two closest competitors in this space because Financial Sense came out strong in nominations, very strong in voting, and Carbon is just, I got to say they're the apple of my eye. I love Carbon, so that's they got my vote.
If you got Carbon versus Ignition, which one would you choose?
I don't know.
Because you use both.
I don't know.
Is Liscio more popular in other countries? I don't know too many people who use Liscio in the States.
They got a lot of love. It's I don't know. I don't know if they're popular in other countries. They're based in the States.
yeah, they're based in the
So-
States. I mean, they're a newer tool. I think last 2 years. I
Maybe
believe.
three
So,
or maybe 3 years,
could
3 or
be
4.
I don't know.
Yeah.
COVID years kind of
COVID, yeah.
messed me up.
BC.
but,
I think they're
Yeah.
before COVID. Kenji,
Use Liscio.
any comments from the Kenji?
Now, these is Carbon at this point, but I don't know on this one. This
You
one's
guys use
I'm having a
Carbon?
tough time predicting. We use actually their product with Intuit. So
Okay.
the Intuit IPM Intuit Practice Manager is coming out right
You
now.
guys use basically everything. There's nothing
I
that
know.
Acuity doesn't use. You got a hodgepodge of going on in there.
The cost of subscriptions gets a little bit daunting. But I think this bracket's interesting. I'm interested to see where other people vote on this one. I don't have a good feel for it. I think Carbon should do well, and I think Carbon Ignition move on. I could be way off.
I feel
I
you.
agree. I think Carbon's going to blow Financial Sense out of the water.
All right, the books brackets. So, books brackets. Keeper, QuickBooks, Uncat, Excel. Honestly, I gotta say these matchups doesn't look good for Keeper. Doesn't look good for Uncat. That's all I'm gonna
Is it gonna
say.
be-
I don't know. I
Intuit
could see
Excel.
Keeper pulling an upset. There's a lot of love for Keeper.
There is a
and
lot of love for Keeper,
I
yeah.
think
A lot of Keeper love. That's the strong. If people voted for them in round 1, they voted for them round 2. So they got a lot of strong support.
How many total votes did Keeper and Intuit get individually on last round? Curious.
Keeper
That's-
358, Intuit 392.
Okay.
Uncat
Wow.
289, Excel 277.
This is one of those where if you look at it from an eye test standpoint, and again, I keep drawing everything to the actual NCAA tournament. It feels like you just got drawn into like a Kentucky or a Carolina or a Duke. Like these are legacy, like old school
Yeah.
teams.
Yes.
Like you just see them, and you kind of go, "Oh man, they just."
And
know how
Uncat's
to
like the
win and get through."
Wildcats. They're like the Wildcats.
The
Doesn't
Kentucky
Keeper
one. Don't get
have an
confused.
Yeah.
uncapped
Kentucky-
feature?
I know Kentucky, yeah. What's yeah.
Some of the newer, they're kind of like some of the newer programs that are starting to show out a little bit more, right? So this is a very kind of new school, old school matchup here, which is be interesting to see where this crowd goes next week.
This week. We're
This
going
week,
over
sorry,
those.
this
We're
week.
going over those too.
I don't know. I don't know what time we're in anymore. Who knows?
Well, technically Sunday's the start of a new week or the end
Where
of a
does-
week. Nobody knows what Sunday is. Some calendars have it at the beginning of the week. Some have it bunched up at the end. I have no idea. So Kenji, kind of right. Earmark.
Hi.
So this is the school bracket learning region. Earmark and taking your firm virtual. Second round matchup. Nio sought allows strong support, but
Yep.
Earmark is the favorite, is one of the favorites of this. And remember, the Grove matchup was so close. It was like within a couple of votes at the end there. And Tanya's had it all the way through. So that's a 4 and 5 seed matchup. Don't have any double seeds in this bracket. Nobody, none of the double seeds advanced. It's not a lot of upsets. Move on.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
I'm going upset on that one. I think Nio. I think NCG is taking that one. I think
Ooh.
Cloud Accounting Podcast. Well, I have a feeling she's going to be stronger than people think. Look out for Nio. I'm never betting against Nio.
UNCG.
Blake.
That's the UNCG. Is that what you like UNC Greensboro? Is that what you were trying to say there?
Not at all.
All right.
I'm
Because
not
that's
sure
usually
where
what I
you're
see.
going
Like
with
it's
that,
not
Scotty.
UNC Tar Heels. Like it's a lower Carolina. Like it's another UNC. It's not quite the one, right? I don't know. Sometimes the UNCG makes the
I kind of
tournament.
agree with Kenji on that one. Nio's pretty scrappy.
All right.
Scrappy.
She's like the UNCG.
I
yeah.
like Blake's path better on Cloud Accounting podcast than I like his Earmark path, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, Earmark almost lost first round. So
Right. So,
all right. So this one, Future Firm Roundtable Labs, 6 and a 3 seed, and Realize an
Great
Accounting
matchup.
Salon, 2 and a 7 seed. Any thoughts?
I that first matchup, Future and Roundtable, is I think that's going to be tight.
Yeah.
I think that's tight. I think Realize pulls it out on Salon, but yeah,
All right. Well, let's do a quick round of prizes.
more prizes. Whoop, whoop.
more
More
prizes.
giveaways. Who we giving away?
Okay. Start pulling up. Here's who we're giving away.
Yep.
All right. Fresh off her big old win. Okay. Tanya's bookkeeping boot camp. Oh, yes. And by the way, here's how you end up getting a few more notes for the next week is you give away some kick-ass prizes. So Tanya's going to give away a full year scholarship to their next boot camp session as a prize. The value of this is over $4,000. This is for their upcoming April session starting in a month.
I made sure I
Tanya,
put this one
bringing
smack
it.
in the middle here. This is a big giveaway.
Big.
Big
Big one.
giveaway.
Big one.
Thank you, Tanya. Thought it was dope.
Thank you, Tyler.
That is awesome.
That's awesome.
This is the April
That's our
session,
first one.
starting in a month.
And then it looks like
ahead
also
and
the other
pull it,
giveaway
Byron.
is from another who's out there. Tally 4 crew, Peter Wen. Did they get through the first? Or did they make it? Are they?
They did.
or
Yes.
did they get
Yes.
They did.
Both
They
of them are still
okay.
alive. Yeah.
Alive. All right. Still alive. A swag pack from Peter Wen and the Tally 4 crew. It's got hats. It's a super dope hat. I don't have it on, but they've got a hat. They've got chocolate coffee beans. Who doesn't need that during this time of year? Along with some hacky sacks. They've got 2 of those they're giving away. So we got 3 drawings here, Mr. Byron.
Drawings from All right. Well,
Well, Tanya's first.
one.
Look at all those 8s. They're fucking with me. They're messing with me here. What is this?
Scotty.
Oh my god.
3, 8, 8, 8, 8,
All right.
8. Is that 5 8s or 4 8s?
That's 4 8s.
Okay.
4 8s. 4 8s.
3,
1,
4, 8.
3, 8, 8, 8, 8. Ah,
Next number
Chaz.
for tally for prizes. Sorry about that type in there, Peter.
So Sandy in the chat says Keeper is the best new app in the last 18 months. That's a bold statement. That's
There's been a strong buzz there.
5,
Oh, yeah.
6, 7,
When we were at Appy Camp, people were really celebrating them. Ben Stein getting lots of love.
Go Ben
all
Stein.
Now it's time for some hacky sacks. Hacky sack prize number, please. I can't type or spell. 129 876.
9876. Oh, Scott, what do you think about that?
I'm not even commenting. It's 1 2 and then 9876 again. All different numbers this time, so at least like they're consistent about doing this and messing with me. But all of these have patterns. They're just too. I don't know. Maybe it's just that's what I'm looking for.
Hey, Scott,
So-
Scott, you know you could have a show about different numbers and how you feel about them, right? You
And
could
colors.
Do that. You can
And
actually do
colors.
that. Well, but I mean just numbers. It's how you feel about just numbers.
I
Anyway,
I feel
probably should
very
move on.
strongly about numbers and colors and letters. That's where I got one of my rap names. All right, the
All
results
right,
for
we're gonna get
round
some
2.
results. Oh Lord.
This is the final scores for the business and accounting applications. All the brackets are shown here. So all of the left side of the bracket.
Ill. Oh,
Not as many votes, remember, because not everybody voted for both matchups, and not everybody voted for both teams because they could have voted for somebody that didn't make it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the strength of the second round votes were powerful, right? I got a lot of things I could talk about on these matchups too, and how they would have went if it was somebody else that went up against them too. So there were some people that actually would have won second round if they made it to the second round.
if they made it.
So
Wow. Uncat beat Excel.
Wow.
Oh.
Here we go.
Whoa.
they did not beat Excel. Oh wait, that says 121, and I've got it in
Yeah,
red.
something's not
Let
right.
me. Okay, well, good.
Oh my God! Audit the results.
Good.
Uh-oh,
good point.
audits.
I know. Well, let's audit the results. I got it. I got them here. We're gonna have a
audit
bit of
those,
an
boy.
uproar.
Did you actually miss up the
I don't think I did.
pictures?
And I might have just messed up the number there because I combed through
The
it.
number or the
Uncat's
number or the
gonna be
color?
crushed.
The number, well, not the color.
Mission carbon.
So, ooh, we've got a correction here. Uncat beat Excel. So I messed up. I just was reading it wrong. Honestly, that's on me. All right.
So the numbers are right, the colors are wrong.
Well,
the colors are off, right?
the colors are off, the numbers are right, but as you'll see on my bracket, I'm gonna have to fix that and update it. So there's a little asterisk. Good catch
Wow,
there.
what an
Okay.
upset there, Uncat.
That was a
Uncat.
big. I don't think it was an upset because they're a 10 seed, but yeah, they showed up strong in that. So this was one of those that
It's not an upset.
and I guess the reason I said that because I know that Right Tool would have beat Excel too. Right Tool, either one of them, whoever won that first round matchup was gonna win. And I don't know what I did there. I must have. You know what? These guys were distracting me. Kenji called me while I was updating this thing. They were distracting me a little bit.
It's
No,
all my
Michael
fault.
Lee started
Completely
the
my fault.
FaceTime while he was in his hot tub.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna blame
That's
Michael Lee,
what
not
gets
you,
me.
Kenji. That's what it was.
Thank you. Thank you.
So,
Right, so,
but yeah. I thank you for pointing that out, Nicole. I think the rest of it's legit. I mean, these numbers were right. So
Love all the chat about recounts, hanging
we
chats.
can do a recount. I'm happy to do a recount.
It could be.
Like-
I mean,
Oh wait, we still have some mail-in ballots in the mail that we haven't counted.
Still
yet.
mail-in.
That number might change. in the
Storm-
coming
not
weeks.
going to
storming of the-
villains.
storming up the accounting headquarters here happening soon. It's gonna be bad.
Okay.
wow.
Okay,
So,
well,
but-
Change
it
up
does.
those colors.
You know,
I better
I'd say
change up.
I'd say Byron, though. I think you were right about this when we hadn't seen these. Definitely, it seemed more known. Like you look at like Slack just
Right.
rolled over Tally 4, which Zapier, big win.
Yep.
Yeah, Gusto got out on top of
Yep.
reality.
Have to
So
rethink
now
that
it's
for
going to be
next year.
Zapier versus Slack, so that matchup is going to be fun.
Ooh.
Zapier versus
I
Slack.
think more people use Slack.
Voting all week on that. That's going to be wild.
All
I'd have a
right.
hard time picking there.
I honestly like a lot of these are surprising me all across the board. I could have never called some of these matchups or some of the outcomes too. So
Yep.
let's move on. Got any other comments about this? Licio came strong, came in real strong, and then Didn't show up
There's
against
stomped.
Ignition.
so much ignition
Then
love.
they got stomped.
So
Yeah,
much
a lot of Ignition love, yeah.
Everyone loves Ignition.
They kind of do. That's what I'm starting to realize. All right.
Go Proposal didn't even make it on here, huh?
They didn't even make it now, and I wanted them to kind of
But
push
all-
it a little bit.
Originals, like you look at, if you take out Slack and Zapier, they're not just specific accounting apps; they're just widely known, and you get to just. QuickBooks had the highest, they had the largest number there of votes. I mean, it kind of went to
And only
original.
edging out
The
ignition.
OGs. Yep.
Yeah. All right.
So anyway,
Move it along. You want to see the results of the other side? I thought the financial sense carbon matchup was also an interesting one, and carbon came out strong in that second round voting. So some of them were handled. All right, Randy. I want to hear it from Randy right now in the chat and everywhere else.
Oh,
Not a strong showing for Randy in the second round.
Dude. Ooh.
Whooped.
stats.
Call the lawyers.
Again, bookkeeping side hustle. Wow.
I know, right?
Wow.
I know. She stomped him. Like, and stats too. Strong second round showing.
Yeah.
Like
Hey, he's got some momentum.
these all of these.
but still,
matchups
though,
were-
Scotty had the largest margin of victory, the most points for accounting high, and the largest margin of victory on the board.
Hey,
That
what-
is
what can
either
I say?
super
We're getting a
impressive
lot of
or
love
super
for
suspect.
Super sketchy. I don't know. I felt good about it when I saw it. Like that was cool to me. I could ask Byron because I had no control over how the votes came in or everything. All I was doing was promoting the tournament. I wasn't promoting us. I mean, our name is
Yeah.
on the top of the tournament, so
Well,
there's
everyone that is voting is aware of Accounting High because you're running it. So
I was going to say,
things skewed
what if
there,
accounting
but,
high
I mean,
wins the whole thing?
you know, the
Accounting
whole
High
time
wins
I
the
was
Accounting
accounting high
High.
was not going to accounting high was not even going to be in the bracket. And Nicole encouraged me to. She was like, on one of our episodes, I was talking about it. And I was like, no, we can't actually win, but we're getting nominations. She's like, why? You should be in it too. Like you got the votes, so you encouraged me to put us in.
Man,
Peace out, Randy.
you're good. You're good at blaming other people for this, Scott. I'm just awesome.
Randy
I'm up.
says
Oh
lawyers,
man, I'm very
lawyers.
good at that. Wanda told me I'm the best at just like projecting and pushing it on to anybody else. So my fault. But then again, I do want to win, and I want to beat Cal Accounting Podcast. If we beat them in the Sweet 16, oof, that would be dope. That would be dope.
Yeah, this was kind of a whole runaway group right here, except for was a close one, and then Solana realized was somewhat close.
I mean,
Rest
but
of them
that's
are-
a surprise. That's an upset.
Yeah,
That was that we had.
Oh, yeah. I was
We
wrong
had
there.
two upsets in this one, so you can see
We
the
did.
left side. If the left side won, it's an upset. Or wait, yeah. So three upsets here. Grove was an upset, and if the
Future
bookkeeper launch, if bookkeeper launch beat the Grove, they also would have won against Tanya's bookkeeper boot camp. So either one of those matchups was going to advance.
Wow.
But yeah, Salon definitely showed up. Strong support
Yeah.
for Salon.
Yep.
I do kind of realize like they beat Tax Twitter, but maybe lost some votes because of Tax Twitter. So maybe they lost some second round votes too
Oh, right.
because of the
Yep.
matchup. Roundtable Labs and Future Firm. So Roundtable Labs, strong showing first round. Future Firm, they decisive victory there by Mr. Lazanis. Earmark as well. Kenji bold call with taking you from
telling you.
virtual, but Earmark.
I'm just saying I would never go up against Nio in anything. So, Blake, count yourself lucky you got through that one.
Blake could end up playing himself. That's the other. So here's the other thing to note, right? The other thing to note is David Leary is half of 2 of the advancing teams. So David Leary is half of Cloud Accounting
Does that make
Podcast.
him a whole?
I don't know. Salon, I mean, he's basically like one of the masterminds behind Salon, too. So, this is David Leary's got his hands all across this advanced Sweet 16.
It's like Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, the degrees of Leary's.
Do we want to have Randy come on and do a concession speech?
Maybe we'll have him on next week. That's not a bad idea. I was going to ask him to come on, but I also didn't want to. I didn't want him to blow up here and start crying during the
If he brings his
announcement.
lawyer, we're gonna have trouble.
He's, I love Randy. I actually,
All right.
I kind of wish they did beat us. That would have made me happier.
Seth says, hold on, I have to read this. Seth says, may I say in all my years, this is, wait, I thought he said this is the weirdest accounting contest.
This
This
is
is the
the
Accounting
Accounting Awards
Awards
contest.
contest.
That
Never mind. I thought he said this is the weirdest.
You can fill in the
accounting
blank with
contest.
whatever you want. Yeah. Is most
that
needed.
is most needed. Amazing job, all. Thanks, Seth. Appreciate you.
The most needed. Okay.
I didn't know where he was going with that too,
yourself
because
up.
Kenji said this is weird. When Kenji was doing his voting, he was like, "This is the weirdest thing. You're gonna have people going up against podcasts, going up against apps. Like, he loved it, but you know how Kenji is." All right.
I am. Yeah.
So we got some very interesting matchups. The results also really surprised me. I thought this was going to be a realized future firm matchup in the community bracket.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
but yeah, Blake could play himself in the finals. I thought it was going to be Stats playing himself. I thought it would be like a realized versus Stats. That would have been dope too. Can't say I'm very actually. I don't know. I'm not surprised with the 2 seed advancing. Bookkeeper Side Hustle. It was one of those like the tortoise and the hare, right? Like slow and steady wins the race, and she just kept piling on the votes and the nominations,
Yep.
and like the support. Overwhelming amount of support for Red in this showing. I wonder why her colors aren't red, or like, I guess the Side Hustle, like the underlying color of Bookkeeping Side Hustle is sort of like the color of her hair, and I think that's intentional. She can talk about that.
And
in the
ladies and
chat.
gentlemen, this is where the podcast. This is where the show.
Let's pull some more. This is why y'all are here with me. Let's pull some
Yes.
more.
Heather's here.
Let's keep it
Heather's
moving,
here.
Scotty.
Keep it going.
You guys,
Giddy
Heather's in the
up.
chat.
Oh, what's up,
Yay,
Heather?
Heather.
What up, Heather Smith?
Heather came perfect timing to.
All right, we ready for some? We got some more giveaways. But the folks are. Giveaways. You ready for more? These are okay. This is how you know there are people who are gracious in their defeats, because they still, even though they took a hard L, want to give away things. So first and foremost, the man we were just talking about who gave his concession speech. His concession speech, Randy Crabtree of the Unique CPA, is actually tickets to the Unique CPA conference. This conference, I'm telling you, is one of the most fun conferences. He free tickets. So put that one in. Amazing of you, Randy, and very gracious of you after there is some suspect results by Scott here.
He's already accepted the results. First he says lawyers, then he says you've been served, then he says I have decided to accept the results. So thank you, Randy. All within
That's a lot
a
of
matter of
emotions
a
very
minute.
quickly.
Yeah.
Those are
But
the
also,
stages of grief.
we might possibly be hosting the ABC 123 awards ceremony at Randy's conference. So it'd be great to have some representation there. Some of our students will be there for the winning. What's the winning number here?
This is gonna be another number that's gonna send you into a spiral there, Scotty.
Jesus
1, 3,
Christ.
2.
They did it again.
4,
They
6,
did it
5.
again. They took every number. They know what's they're baiting me here.
1, 3,
That's exactly what Chaz
1,
GPT
2,
is
3,
doing.
4,
He's
5, 6.
baiting
That's
you.
basically 1, 2, 3,
Chat.
4, 5, 6 with the invert.
Chaz is trolling you.
Trolling me.
Yep.
And our
All right,
second
is there another prize?
gift out from another very gracious but yet dignified loser. I shouldn't say it that way.
Dignified.
L,
loser.
Roundtable Labs, Richard Ropa, very, very kind to give 3 free memberships to RT Labs.
3 months.
Plus
Months.
3 months, 3 months, 3 months of free, 3 months of plus a $50 gift card, a little bit of cash there to do, buy whatever you need.
Such
So
a
thank
generous
you, Richard.
guy. I love
Even though
Richard.
Roundtable didn't move on to the Sweet 16. Generous, very generous.
Wow.
Super
So
dope.
let's see. It says
Already.
is our winning
10th
number.
and Final? Why is my final random number?
Oh, my God. Is
look
it,
at that. 5 fours. 5 fours.
please, they really
5 fours.
baiting me this whole time. Why does it say
5
final?
fours. I don't know. I'll correct that with Chaz. We'll have a conversation offline. Wow. 1 4 4 4 4 4.
It's another good number.
All legit random numbers. Awesome. Is that the last prize for this series? We're going to the matchups.
I think we got one more prize, and I'm going to show
That
the
was our last.
matchups.
That was our last prize, at least for that round. But after the
for that
matchups,
round.
we've got
for this series. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
right.
So let's
Rock
go to
on.
the matchups. I
Let's go to
just
the matchups.
reprinted the matchups because I had one of them wrong. So that one was fixed. It was right, but it was not displayed
wrong.
correctly. Let's do this. Let's get to round 3 matchups. So this is to close out. So for anybody that's actually been paying attention to the colors, they probably could tell who made it when we were showing earlier, because this is Gusto's color in the background, right? I put
He's-
Gusto's color because they got the most votes.
So
So
subliminal.
anybody that was paying attention, Gusto Bill.
Gusto Bill.
Oh,
5.
that's tough.
So this overall bracket, I can say I'm very surprised at the outcome of this one. I actually thought it was going to be Expensify Gusto. Actually, that's what I thought. We're gonna do we'll do our predictions in a minute, because I have new brackets that show all 8 matchups for the Sweet 16 on each one. So we'll get there, but this is just to kind of take it all in, right? Slack and Zapier. I am not surprised in hindsight, but if you told me,
10 versus 11.
I know, if you told me that a 10 and 11 seed would be playing in the Sweet 16 on the bridge bracket and none of the actual accounting apps would advance to the Sweet 16, I would have said you're full of it. But
Just silly talk.
you might
That's
want to
gonna be a
just
good
think
one.
about. Yeah, I mean it's pretty good.
this is going to be a house divided.
think
here
about next
because-
year. Yeah, whether I mean, you could say, hey, do they need to have some more specific accounting? Maybe not. Let it
Yeah.
ride like this, but it is a little bit.
It'll be an iterative year. Next year we'll
Yeah,
make
yeah.
some changes, but
We'll learn
but
something.
this is house divided because Nix is firmly against Slack and Kenji is a big Slack fan.
Oh, I'm this big slack.
But you know what? Apparently, me and everybody else in the world. I mean, it's just pick on her. Like,
True,
she's,
yeah.
I mean, what are we? I'm not sure. Me and like the rest of so I
So I got to say,
think it's a,
there is no accounting high if there is no cloud accounting podcast. So like I like my
Stop
vote
pandering.
is like the birth.
Oh,
the
come on.
Birth of accounting high.
You wanna
came
win
from
this.
cloud. Of course I want to win this, but I don't think I'm going to. So I'm already like preparing myself for the loss, right? Preparing myself for the L. This is going to be a close match because we both got 195 votes, or actually,
Yeah, 195, 194.
yeah.
Yep.
So it's going to be a real close matchup. I don't know. I can't call it, but I do like the blue and red contrast head to head. Wow. I really thought this, I honestly did think it was going to be Logan versus Stats, the graph paper and stats class.
It's side hustle is hustling.
Side hustle is
no
hustling
doubt.
hard. Man,
Yep.
she came to play and she came to win.
Yep.
And she came to give away some mouse pads.
Heck yeah.
She thought she was losing.
remember Deb's
She
great.
thought she lost the
Kate
matchup.
knows
That's why. Yeah, she thought the door prize was like, because I kind of said anybody who got knocked out, give away prizes to, I just, that was a good idea. It was an idea, but I didn't know she was going to advance to the Sweet 16 until last minute. Like this was,
I mean, it's a
she just pulled out the win.
seed. I mean, she's a higher seed. So, I mean,
She's the favorite. Is she the favorite? We'll
careful,
see.
stats.
The practice bracket.
Look at this.
I love it. I love the matchup here. I can't say that our firm could run without carbon, but I will say our firm could probably run without ignition. So, I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't know if we could run without ignition either. Like that's what's keeping the money in the door.
That's a fair point.
Keeps everything on the rails.
I feel like this one, I think, played out exactly probably as it should have. As I look at the others in there, and there's some great firms, but like that, those are two.
Financial Sense
very
did show
dominant
up with nominations. They
practice
got more
management apps,
nominations. They were the 4 seed, but Carbon, Killer Carbon.
How about it?
This one I really thought was Intuit Excel. Maybe that's the matchup I wanted to see. I didn't realize that I must have looked at that wrong the whole time. Like every time I looked at that matchup, 121 versus 119, and I just thought 119 won. My dyslexia played me. This one's a crazy matchup
right here. This is a David and Goliath matchup. I mean, Brandon and Adam, they spun this out of their firm. That's an app Uncat that spun out of their firm just to fix. They were trying to fix some Uncat. So that's
They got the coolest branding. I think I love the little cat. That's a cat tail, right? Like for the U. Is that what that is?
I don't know, but I love their name.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was a sideways question.
just because it has a cat. That's why she likes it.
Oh,
but
it is a sideways question mark. Yeah, I just thought it was like a cat. Oh wow,
There you
it's
go,
dope.
B-Money.
That
Yeah.
makes me like it even more
Me too.
because it's a
That's
U.
impressive.
So, oh wow! Shout out to Adam and Brandon. That was fucking dope. That was dope. All right. Sad to see Keeper go. Honestly, a Keeper Uncat matchup would have been pretty tight. That would have been
Fun.
a good matchup. Yeah.
Jared Smith says, Uncat CTO here. We did some insane outreach to get votes in. Well, it worked.
You did, yes,
it up.
Jared.
Keep
That
it up.
also goes to prove you guys definitely pulled out in the end with the promo yesterday. It blew you past right to it because so close. That matchup was so close at the beginning of the day yesterday. So
Jared also
that-
says he confirmed that it is a sideways question mark, and his wife came up with it in 2019.
I love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
All right. So the
Well,
colors line up
goes
on
to
this.
prove- it does, but just it goes to prove you got to reach out to your fans and users. I mean that's
right.
the way to advance.
Yeah, this is popular vote.
Know the
So
rules.
Getting the popular votes.
Using to your advantage. Yeah. I do think that based on what people are seeing, there's going to be some very different strategies this next week to get
Yeah.
votes. Now they're
Next
like,
week.
oh, it's
Yeah.
got serious. We'll see what folks do.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. I'd like to see a lot more concentration on the votes too, and see 400. Somebody get 400 votes. We didn't see anybody break 400 yet. So
Oh, we should. We'll
yeah,
see it.
especially with fewer matchups, people will be voting for all of them. Hopefully. What do you think here? Earmark and taking your firm virtual, or Earmark took over that, but Earmark the Grove. So both very, very similar colors of green. I don't know if that's telling, but so far all three of these last two, the last two matchups was just green, green, shade of green, green, almost all the same shade too. Uncat and I don't know. Green is money. Green is money.
Yeah.
A lot of
Hey,
it-
it's Again, I think this comes down to who promotes and who pushes it. I know both organizations have a lot of fans out there, but you got to create awareness and get them in here voting.
For sure. So let's do another round of prizes, and then we'll do our predictions for the Sweet 16.
Well, just talked about him. And again, looking like one of the big Mr. Blake Oliver with Earmark has a giveaway.
What?
Blake definitely has a chance
Yeah.
of like advancing this whole bracket in making the final four with two different platforms. That's dope. So Blake's
So-
giving away
1 year of an Earmark. And that is all the CPE you can eat right there. That is just that is the
That's a
biggest buffet
buffet.
of CPE. You're just going to be like at the trough, just completely
Get
shotgunning
everything possible
All-
on there. I mean,
you can handle.
you can get your ethics on there too when you have the subscription. So
All of
drunk ethics.
You get to
Drunk
do it kind of
ethics for-
again.
for
Get your
you.
in a
He's
way that you
limiting
want
this
to.
to new subscribers though. So
That's true. New subscribers. Yep.
What if we're not a paid subscriber, but we're
good
a user?
question. We will confirm that with the winner and with
my
Blake.
CPA license is
1,
currently inactive.
2,
I'm deciding if I
7.
want to bring it back.
Now this number I
I'm
could
not bringing mine back.
I could stomach this number.
You can
Although it's
you-
still like
you
7890. It's like 1278901. I don't know. I don't know if I like this one either.
Beautiful mind.
It is the first zero I've
Beautiful
seen.
mind.
It's the first zero I've seen in all of the numbers. Today.
Beautiful, the right word, Byron. Really? You're sure
it-
beautiful
it's-
mind.
You know, you're the second person who's called me beautiful mind in the last couple weeks. Logan did recently too. I like Rain Man better, or like I don't know.
Raymond?
I prefer Rain Man. Yeah, Rain Man better than Beautiful Mind because I'm kind of an idiot too. So
Scotty. Okay, let's second get. There's another prize to be given away.
Another giveaway.
And again,
Go.
another biggie from the man, Mr. Ryan Lozana. Firm 2 months free to Future Firm Accelerate for new members. 2 months free. That is a powerful community. Check out
that is powerful.
Firm
Yeah,
Accelerate. That's
And
folks
it's a
rave about that community now.
That
It's
was
been
2 months.
it's a
2 months.
6 seed.
2 months.
It's a 6 seed in the Sweet 16 too. Came in strong.
I mean, so we're wrapping up. We're wrapping up our giveaways with two really strong contenders who are still very much in this tournament.
Yeah.
So what is
And
what
they're
does
going to be
Chaz
giving away
say are-
prizes each week too. So each week we're going to be giving away new subscriptions to Earmark and Future Firm.
137845.
All right. I kind of like that, but I'm not seeing enough repetitive like numbers in there. Like I'm not seeing 137745 or something. Like it's equal representation among numbers. So all right.
These are
Let's,
some great giveaways.
Let's take a look at these. Now, the colors are unbiased on this next slide that I have.
Thank you for telling us that.
Although there's a lot of red on here, so I kind of like took the lead on that and ran with it. And this is accounting highs red too. So
Sus.
what do you think?
Unbiased.
What do you think here? Who's gonna advance? Predictions. Predictions from the peanut gallery in the chat. Anybody in the chat have any?
Just to the
I
Oh, but Excel is not supposed to be on there. I got to fix that one too.
right. That's on
Supposed to
Damn
be,
it.
yeah.
All
Oh
right.
my
Excel
god. Are you
with
sure?
our-
Let me
I gotta
fix
find
that. I'll send a new one up.
Oh my god.
Replace Excel with
That's-
Uncat.
We're sorry about that,
think
Jared.
we're gonna
Or we're sorry on Scott's behalf.
Right.
I know.
I'm gonna. I see Bill Slack versus Ignition QuickBooks. It's where I think we're gonna land.
I'm going same as you on that Byron, except I'm gonna go Gusto. Byron
Think
takes out Bill.
Gusto,
Otherwise,
pushes out
I
Bill.
otherwise I like Slack, Ignition, and QBO.
And oddly enough, Bill is short for William, and William is Augusto.
That's right.
Will
I heard
is at Gusto. Yeah, that's true.
he is, and I also
I
heard that
love that
Williams'
you
favorite
did that, Byron, and it wasn't
red.
me. Yeah. That wasn't me, everybody, just to be clear.
I was just
Williams'
channeling
favorite
his
color is
wisdom.
also red, and Nicole is wearing one of Williams' shirts. So there's just so many
Oh my
things that
God.
are
The-
happening
the-
right now.
This is.
You guys could just take over. I don't need to even be on these shows anymore.
Kendra, you're
We could
not
never
gonna
take
get
over for
invited
you.
back.
I know. We could
Any
never
other
take over from these
predictions?
guys.
I gotta go. I'm on the same page as you, Byron.
All right, we got a live update
Although
here.
Uncat, man, Uncat's scrappy little cat right there.
Agreed.
I know. I really thought that was a cattail, but now that I know that it could be. Maybe let's ask Jared. Is it also a cattail and a sideways question mark? Because you know how cattails, the end is sometimes different. Like the end's like a different color on a cat's
Yeah,
tail.
like the little
Right,
tip.
yeah.
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 Like
I-
a little, just the.
So Randy says Gusto, Slack, Ignition, QuickBooks.
Nice. Nice.
What's
Jared says Uncat versus Intuit is the same as Purdue versus FDU.
Oh yeah,
We'll swap that.
Fairleigh Dickinson. There we go. That's an actual current basketball reference. Biggest upset in tournament history.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Uncat. I might vote for Uncat. I like cats.
Underdogs could get a lot of the votes.
Hold on. Something's going on the live one. How come the screen looks different on the live one than it does here? That's interesting. Make sure that they're seeing the right thing there. But yeah, we should have these matchups up there. I don't know why that looks different.
Sorry.
Oh, you know what?
Keep-
Looks
keep
frozen.
rolling.
Yeah, keep it rolling. So
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
I think my opinion here is Slack ends up making it out altogether. Slack's gonna
Slack.
take all of them.
Slack to the final four.
Slack to the final four.
I hope Slack doesn't win. That would be super boring.
Really?
Thanks, Grandma.
Only because you hate him.
Yeah, but it's not.
The only
kinda
it was
that-
it was the only that I think has emojis in it. So how about that? All right, let's keep going.
And GIFs.
And Jeff's yeah.
All right. Let's do it. So now my screen is live. I don't know if we disrupted the feed there or not, but cool. Let's all right, Jared said yeah, it's fixed. That's right.
I can't
We did
make
fix
any
it.
predictions here.
You can't make any predictions or you won't.
I can't. I just. This is going to be tight all around. I think this one comes down to who gets scrappiest
Ooh,
across
yep.
the board.
So again, Dave Leary is technically on here 3 times because he's involved with Earmark 2 now. So David Leary's got the strongest representation in the media bracket.
That might be detrimental for the brand. Just kidding, David.
Ryan Lazanis is the most
We'll
focused.
see.
I
Hot
gotta say,
takes from Nicole.
Ryan Lazanis is so on brand with everything. When I saw him at Account Techs in Toronto, his booth had nothing. Just the word future firm on the top. He had no decorations, nothing on the table. He had a couple of business cards and that's it. Look at his logo next to everybody else. One color, and that color is black. The logo is 2 Fs, like they're facing each other. He always wears a black T-shirt. Like he's always on brand in who he is and what he does. So I just got to say, like his branding is by far the most Apple-esque of this whole bracket. Him and Carbon. If he went up against Carbon, that would be the black-white color combo up against each other. That would be a crazy final finish. of this. Like all the colors have been washed out, and it's just black and white.
It's just black and white.
It's just black and white, and the results are all just black and white. I don't know. That would be cool. Like, look, Carbon's. They use the same. They don't use the same tone of black though. Like Carbon's is a little more gray in it, and his is just pure black. So I don't know.
Interesting. All right.
Jason
Well.
Stats versus bookkeeping side hustle.
It's all about Scrappy. I mean, I don't know if Stats has had enough production runtime to put together a promotion. I know that was an issue last week when you asked for a video. There wasn't enough production time. So maybe if he's had enough runway.
He did have managed to have time to do one tweet about it, and it was the tweet of all of them. That one got the most engagement because he retweeted it. Like my views on that one tweet out of all of them shot up because he retweeted it. So
It does depend. If he points all of his minions, I mean bots, like toward this, I'm over. This whole thing's done. Like
this whole thing is over. He will.
It's over
by far. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. When you
And
talk about
he's
the
wanted to
bigger-
be quiet about it though. He wanted the fans to speak for themselves. Like I think that's part of the play here. Is let my stuff speak for itself, and overall, him with his name on there is the one who made it to the end of this bracket. You know,
Yeah.
this was his YouTube
Scotty,
channel.
enjoy being the architect and builder of this one, but you're going down here. Cloud accounting's gonna. I hate to say it. Your run's at an end, at least in the brackets.
I know my
think.
Cinderella run. I still don't think we should even be this
You're
far.
a 5
In this
seed.
kind of
You're right.
bracket-
You're right where you're supposed to be. But
But look at all the low numbers. So this one is interesting too, compared to all the double
Yeah.
digits. We got 2 10 seeds in the business application region, and an 11 seed, and an 8 and 2 5s. 5s is the number to have. Every
Again,
5
because
seed
you
advanced.
got Slack and Zapier in there.
But every 5 seed advanced. That's the number. That's the ticket into the Sweet 16 is getting a 5 seed. That's our strongest seed of all. So, just saying. These are all low seeds. Accounting Salon versus Future Firm is an interesting matchup. Accounting Salon's more of a private, close knit community, but everybody knows what it is.
I think future.
Yeah.
personally.
You're a big accounting
if
salon
Lozanis
fan.
promotes it or not,
Of
or
course
if he
I am,
does
yeah,
like what
absolutely.
Stats doing and just.
Oh,
doesn't-
Lozana said he needed more runtime. He loves this tournament and he thinks it's dope, but he needed a little bit more lead time to be able to promote it. He was in Indonesia for the whole time. So he
sent
just
out
got
one
back.
email. He's hit 8,000 people.
Yeah, it's probably up to
got
9,000 by
leverage.
now.
Yeah.
He wanted to trade the email list that we got for him giving away prizes, but I said we don't need to give away emails to everybody that's giving away prizes. But he still did. He still he's given away a lot of subscriptions to the Future Firm. I think that's one of the best like platforms out right now. Like I was talking about the branding, but overall, like the way that he built this out, he's so intentional with everything he does. This isn't me promoting or trying to say that he should win. I'm just saying that what he does should be a model for everybody. Like he's so far advanced in the way that he does and operates.
So, to wrap things up, we'll follow up with all the winners. We've got your numbers. We know who you are. We can follow up on that. Voting will get turned on tomorrow morning. And we're going to have a week worth of voting for round 3.
Let's get a lot of votes in here. Everybody vote for every matchup because I really want to see like who's got the love.
Unless you don't know what it is. Right.
What do you mean? If you know what it is, you should be able to. They should pimp their profile out. Everybody's got the option to claim their profile. If they haven't yet, please claim your profile. If
Oh,
you're in
never
here,
mind. I thought you were talking about vote for everything. Never mind. I misheard you.
what do you mean?
I was
Like-
asking, like, if you don't know what something is, do you want people to vote for it? Or just leave it
Sure.
blank?
Vote for it. Vote for every matchup. Make a choice. Isn't that like Nicole? Isn't that what you did? You voted for all of them.
Yeah. No, I've been, like, looking. I mean, this is good promotion because some of these things I didn't know what they were, so I looked them up.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
just bringing awareness.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to put some real money on this, I'm going to be in Vegas this coming weekend. So just we can
What are the odds?
pick up
I said I was gonna do
pick up
over-under.
odds on the sports books are carrying odds on the March Aptness, right?
The sports
If
books
anyone wants to
will
put
be.
anything in with me,
So what,
I'll let you know.
we have enough data right now to give some over unders and like to give some predictions. So I said I was going to have that ready and I was going to be taking side bets, but
Oh my gosh,
stay tuned for that. I don't know how to keep that legal here, but we'll.
I'm not
Some
betting.
states you're allowed to, some states you're not, right? But if it's online, maybe when I'm in Mexico, I'll do it. I'll get an IP address from over there. I'll be in Mexico. This will be over by then. So it's going to be some close matchups. Appreciate you guys
Awesome.
coming on here. We
was fun.
we're actually we went too fast. We're ahead on time. So
I think an hour and a half.
I think
the
we're
right-
right on.
oh right.
We're
We're
on
supposed to be we're
we're a little
5
over.
minutes late. We're a little 5 minutes
Yeah.
later. So thank you to everybody who joined us in the chat. You guys kept the chat nice and engaging and interesting. Appreciate all y'all. Appreciate you guys for joining me today. This was a good panel. Good. We've packed a lot in. So thank you. For the Varsity Party, Varsity Tips, and Accounting High Times, signing off. Peace out, homies.
See ya.
Bye.